friends, welcome to InteliGear and this review of the WetFire stove. So I picked this guy up the other day on a clearance sale at Gander Mountain, and I don't know if it's going to work for my purposes or not. So this would be a first impression right out of the package review, but I picked this up so I could have something in my day hiker emergency kit. Let's see, let's look on the back here. So it was actually, I think, $16, and then it had been marked down, and then it was marked down again, so I got it for $8, $7.97. And let's just see what it says here. WetFire stove is a titanium emergency stove that weighs less than half an ounce. Got some stuff in the way here. There we go. The included WetFire tinder cube will burn up to 6 minutes. WetFire is an all-weather fire starting tinder that burns wet or dry, yada yada yada. Okay, so let's open it up. Looks like it comes in a nice little sturdy carrying case, Ziploc. Take this sucker out of here, see what it's all about. Maybe. Gotta love the packaging. Okay, alright, well, we got that out of there. There we go. Alright. Set this aside. And looks like these just come open, twist open. There we go. Okay, and it's the Mars lander. I don't know. Okay, so looks like that's how it goes. Something like that. Try to line these up somehow or another. Make it even. Well, if you're OCD like I am, this will drive you nuts. All right, that looks pretty good. And then you would place the WetFire cube in there. But I'm not going to use the WetFire to test this. I'm going to use the Weber fire starter cubes. Okay, and we're back. The reason I'm using these Weber lighter cubes is because it's the same stuff as the WetFire, but as you can see, it comes in this big pack. These are individually sealed. And one of these is about half the size as one of these, but these are expensive, so I'm just going to use my Weber cubes here. Just for the sake of science, let's just go ahead and cut this in half. If you go watch those other videos, the one on the WetFire and the one on the Weber fire cubes, you'll understand why I'm cutting this in half. It's because this is the same stuff, man, I'm telling you, as the WetFire. So we'll just cut that sucker in half, and we'll use half of a Weber cube, just for the sake of science. Alright, let me clean up my mess here, and we'll get this sucker lit up. Hopefully. There we go. Alright. Got that going pretty good. We still in camera shot here? Okay. So one of the things with these fire cubes, if you're going to use them this way, is I don't know if you can see at the bottom of the bottom there, it's already sooting up pretty good. These things definitely get sooty, so if that's going to be an issue for you, you might consider something else. But this is just going to go in, like I said, this is going to go in my day hiker kit. So if I want to make myself a cup of coffee or whatever, I can do that. And then of course the other thing is I'll have it for emergencies to boil water if need be. And I'll do a video later on about my day hiker kit. This is more a review of the stove. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, wait for this to come up to a boil, and then we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, it's been about 5 minutes and it's starting to get the little bubbles in the bottom, get a little bit of a boil going there. So, could you use this to disinfect your water? Yeah. It doesn't have to be a violent boil to kill the bad critters in your water. It just has to start boiling. It's just getting to the temperature to kill all those bad critters. But we're not killing bad critters today. Uh-oh, a little spillage there. We're making hot cocoa. So let's set this aside here. You can see that's still going pretty good. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the extreme close-up here or not, but let's see here. Zoom in for you guys, hopefully without getting all out of focus. I'm not even gonna attempt to touch this stove. I should have thought of this ahead of time. But if you look on the sides here, there's like little teeth, little graduated teeth to catch your pot. And as you can see, it works with that Stanley cup, no problem. And then of course you could put bigger pots on this too, because it's a flat surface here as well. But that's pretty fancy stuff, man. Titanium. And I got it for $8. Okay, and I got a few more tips or pointers if you decide to carry this stove. But before I get into that, if you found the video helpful thus far, please take this moment to like and subscribe or share the video. I also appreciate comments, so if you found the video helpful, please help us, won't you please? Okay, so one of the things you can do with this type of stove is you would definitely need some kind of a wind guard. So all I've done is taken a regular length piece of heavy-duty aluminum foil, and I didn't do any fancy measuring. I just laid it beside the stove to make sure that the stove sits above the ring. And then what I've done here is I folded it so that there's a lip here, and then what you can do is just bring this around. Let me see if I can get it in the camera shot. Well, I'll just do it up here so you can understand what I'm saying. When you fold this around the stove, then you can tuck it in this little pocket here. Okay, so you can see there? Tuck it in that little pocket, and then just give it a couple little bends, and it'll stay together. And then you can just put that down around your stove so that you have a little windbreak, okay? And then the other thing is this stove conveniently is the same size as a Esbit fuel tab, a solid fuel tab. So you can take one of these solid fuel tabs and look there, it fits perfectly, fits right in there. So yeah, this is gonna go in my my day hiker emergency kit for sure. And I'm probably gonna carry the Esbit fuel tabs because they burn longer than the WetFire. Really, the WetFire is good for using as a tinder to get a fire going. But anyways, so that's it right there. Let me just show you here. You can pause the video. Let me get it into the frame. Hopefully it'll be big enough for you to read. But anyways, those were the instructions that came with the WetFire stove. Okay, well, I appreciate it. Once again, if you guys would hit that like button down below and subscribe. And I always appreciate comments and feedback from my viewers and subscribers. So until next time, this is InteliGear signing off. Be well, friends. You have two settings. You have this setting or this setting. So you can accommodate a smaller cup when you're heating your stuff up, or a larger pot. There it goes. It's lit. First thing I noticed is these fuel tabs have a little bit of an odor. There we go. This batch might be a little old, but as you can see, it didn't take too many attempts to light it. So, and that's just the shavings, you know. I haven't even lit the cube. Let's bring the cube over here and get it going. Try to do this without burning my house down. Now, of course, you could use a lighter to light this, but this is intended to be emergency fire starter tinder. So you want to have, you know, the ability to light something like this with just flint. There we go.